Answer me. Stand and unfold yourself.
Horatio!
He.
You come most carefully upon your hour.
It's now struck 12. Get thee to bed, Francisco.
For this relief, my thanks. It's bitter cold and I'm sick at heart.
Have you had quiet watch?
Not a mouse stirring.
Well, good night. If you do meet Marcellus, the rival of my watch, bid him make haste.
I think I hear him. Stand ho, who's there?
A friend to this ground.
Hello, Marcellus.
Say, what, is Horatio there?
A piece of him.
Give you good night.
What, has this thing appeared again tonight?
I haven't heard a thing.
Horatio says he's got our fantasy and will not let the league take hold of him. Took him his bloody sights and twice of us.
Hush, hush, 'twill not appear.
Marcellus hath his place. Give you good night.
Sit down a while and let me once again assail your ears. Are so fortified against our story, what we have 2 nights seen.
Well, sit we down. Let us hear Marcellus speak of this. 'Twill not. Ow! What?
He's greatly off. Look where it comes again. Looks it not like on Hamlet? Mark it, Horatio.
Most like it. It harrows me with fear and wonder.
Thou art a scholar. Speak to it, Horatio.
What art thou that usurpest this time of night? By heaven, I charge thee, speak!
See, it's offended. It stalks away.
Stay, illusion! If thou hast any sound or use of voice, speak to me. Or, if thou hast been uphoarded in thy life and stored a treasure in the womb of the earth of which they say you spirits of walking death speak of it. Stay and speak. Stop it, Marcellus!
Shall I strike with my partisan?
Do if you will not stand!
'Tis here!
'Tis here!
It's gone! How now, Horatio, you tremble and look pale. Is this not something more than fantasy? What do you think on
I
it?
was about to speak when the cock crew, before my God, I might not disbelieve without the sensible and true voucher of mine own eyes.
Looks it not like old Hamlet?
As thou art to thyself, it is strange.
Thus, twice before, and once again at this dead hour with Marshal Scott, he hath gone by our watch.
In what particular thought to work, I know not. But, in the grosser scope of mine opinion, this bodes some strange eruption to our state. Let us impart what we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet. For upon my life, this spirit dumb to us will speak to him.
Thou yet of Hamlet, our dear brother's death, the memory is green, and it us befitted to bear our hearts in grief and our whole kingdom to be contracted in one brow of woe. Yet, so far, hath discretion fought with nature that we, with wisest sorrow, think on him together with remembrance of ourselves. Therefore, our sometime sister, now our queen, have we, as 12 they defeated joy with mirth in funeral and dirge in marriage, taken to life. Nor have we here imbibed your better wisdoms which have in this affair followed us along. For all our thanks.
Hey, well said.
Now, Laertes, what's the news with you? You told us of some suit. You cannot speak of reason to the Dane and lose your voice. The head is not more native to the heart, the hand more instrumental to the mouth, and the house of Claudius is to thy father. What wouldst thou have?
Sir, your leave and favour to return to France, from whence willingly I came to Denmark to show my duty to your succession. Yet now I must confess that duty done, my thoughts and wishes bend again towards France.
Have you your father's leave? What says Polonius?
He hath, yes, wrung from me my so leave. I beseech you, give him leave to go.
Take thy fair hour, Laertes, time be thine, and thy best graces spend at thy will. And now, our cousin Hamlet, and our son.
A little more than kin and less than kind.
How is it that the clouds still hang on you?
Not so, my lord. Been too much on the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast thy lighted colour off. Do not for ever with thy faded lids seek thy noble father in the dust. Thou knowest 'tis common. All that lives must die, passing from nature to eternity.
Aye, madam, it is common.
If it be, why seems it so particular with thee?
Seems, nay, is. sullen black, nor windy suspiration of forced breath, no the fruitful river in the eye, nor the dejected behaviour of the visage, together with all forms, moods, shapes of grief that can denote me truly. These indeed seem their actions that a man might play, but I have that within which passes show these but the trappings and suits of words.
It is sweet and commendable in your nature, Hamlet, to give such duties of mourning to your father. But you must know, your father lost his father. His father lost his, and his survivor bound in filial obligation for some time to do obsequious sorrow, but to persist in obstinate condolement is a course of impious stubbornness. It is unmanly grief. For what we know must be and is as common as any the most vulgar thing to sense. Why should we, in our peevish opposition, take it to heart? Fie! 'Tis a fault to heaven, a fault to the dead, a fault to nature, to reason, most absurd, whose common theme is death of fathers, and who hath cried from the first corpse till he that died today, this must be so. Therefore we pray you, throw to earth this unprevailing woe, and think of us as of a father. Now, as for your intentions in going back to school in Wittenberg, 'tis most retrograde to our desire, and we beseech you, bend you to remain here in the cheer and comfort of our eye, our chiefest companion, our cousin, and our son.
Let not thy mother lose her parents, Hamlet. I pray thee stay with us. Go not to Wittenberg.
I shall know my best obey you, madam.
Why, 'tis a loving and a fair reply. Here's ourselves in Denmark. Come, madam, this gentle and unforced accord of Hamlet's is smiling on my heart. I pray you, come away.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew, that the everlasting had not fixed his cannon against self-slaughter. God, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seems to me all the uses of this wealth. Violet. 'Tis an unweeded garden that grows to see things rank and gross in nature possess it, merely that it should come to this. But 2 months dead, nay, not so much, not 2. So excellent a king that was this Hyperion to a satyr. So loving to my mother that he might not but seem the winds of heaven visit her face too roughly, and yet within a month, let me not think on it, frailty thy name is, or within a little month around those shoes were on, but she followed my poor father's body like Niobe, all tears. And she, even she, oh God, a beast that was discourse of reason would have mourned longer, married with my uncle, my father's brother, but no more like my father than I to Hercules. Within a month she married. And our most wicked speed, to post with such dexterity to incestuous sheets. It is not nor it cannot come to good, but break my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
Hail to your lordship.
I am glad to see thee. Oh, Horatio! Oh, I do forget myself.
The same, my lord, and your poor servants ever.
Sir, my good friend, I'll change your name with you, but what make you from Wittenberg, Horatio? Oh, Marcellus! I am very glad to see you, but what in faith make you from Wittenberg?
A true disposition.
I would not hear your enemies say so. I know you are no truant, Horatio. And what is your affair in Elsinore? We'll teach you to drink ere you depart.
I came to see your father's funeral.
Oh, please do not mock me, fellow students. I think you want to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, it followed hard upon.
Rift, Horatio. The funeral baked meats did coldly furnish forth the marriage tables. Would I to meet my dearest foe in heaven or ever I'd seen that day, Horatio? My father. Methinks I see my father.
Where?
In my mind's eye, Horatio.
I saw him once. He was a goodly saint.
He was a man. Take him for all in all, I shall not look upon his life again.
Hamlet, I think I saw him yesternight.
So, who?
The late Hamlet, your father.
Hamlet, my father?
2 nights together had Marcellus here, in the dead waste in the middle of the night. Been thus encountered a figure like your father. Stately, and a trench's length appears before him. This to me in dreadful secrecy did he impart. And I, with him the 3rd night, kept the watch whereas he had delivered, both in time and forward of him. Each word made true and good. The apparition comes. I knew your father. Those hands are not more like.
Did you not speak to him?
Of course I did, but answer made it none. Yet once we thought it lifted its head and did address itself to motion like as it would speak. But then the morning cock grew loud, and at the sound it vanished from our sight.
It is very strange.
We did think you'd written down our duty to let you know.
Indeed, Sir Elise, but this troubles me. I wish I'd been there.
It would have much amazed me.
Very like, stayed it long.
While one with moderate haste might tell 100.
Longer.
Not when I saw it.
His beard was grey, no?
It was as I had seen it in his life. Sable silver.
I will watch tonight. Perchance we'll walk again.
We warrant it will.
If it assume my noble father's person, I'll speak to it. Though hell itself should gape and bid me hold my peace, I pray you both, if you have hitherto concealed this sight, let it be tenable and your silent still. And whatsoever else shall have tonight, give it an understanding but no tongue. I will requite your loves. So fare you well. Upon the platform 'twixt 11 and 12, I'll visit you. Your loves is mine to you. Farewell. Father Spirit. Oh God, all is not well. I doubt some foul fate. When the night will come. Till then, sit still, my soul. Foul deeds will rise, though all the earth overwhelm them to men's eyes.
Sister! Ophelia! Sister! Ophelia!
My necessaries are embarked. Farewell. And sister, as the winds give benefit and convoy is assistant, do not sleep, but let me hear from you.
She said that.
The Hamlet and the trifling of his favour hold it a fashion, a toy in blood. Forward, not lasting. Sweet, not permanent. The perfume and suppliance of a minute, no more.
No more but so?
Think it, no more. Perhaps he loves you now, and now no soil nor cordial doth besmirch the virtue of his will, but he's young. Just weigh what loss your honour may sustain if for too freely ear you miss his songs or lose your heart, or your chased treasure open to his unmastered importunity. Fear it, Ophelia, fear it, my dear sister, these blazes, giving more light than heat, extinct in both, even in their promises, you must not take the fire. But you, in the rear of your affection, out of the shot and danger of his desire.
I shall the effect of this good lesson keep as watchman to my heart. But do not, my good brother, as some ungracious pastors do, show me the steep and thorny path to heaven, while he, a puff and reckless libertine himself, the primrose path of daily threats, and recks not his own liberty.
Oh, maybe not. I stay too long. But here my father comes.
A double blessing is a double grace.
Occasion smiles upon its second leaf.
Yet here, Laertes, aboard for shame. The wind sits in the shoulder of your sail, and you are stayed for. Here, my blessing with thee. And these two precepts in thy memory look thou character. Give thy thoughts no tongue, nor any unproportioned thought his act. Those friends thou hast in their adoption tried, grapple them unto thy soul with hoops of steel. Give every man thine ear, but few thy voice. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. This above all. To thine own self be true. Then must follow as the night the day. Thou canst not then be false to any man. Farewell. My blessing season, this is in thee.
Most humbly do I take my
The
leave.
time invites you, go! Go!
Farewell, Ophelia. Hey, remember well what I've said to you.
What is in my memory locked, and you yourself shall keep the key of it.
Farewell.
What is he hath said to you, Ophelia?
So please you, something touching the Lord Hamlet.
Marry. Well bethought. 'Tis told me he hath very oft of late given private time to you, and that you of your audience had been most free and bounteous. What's between you? Give me up the truth.
He hath of late made many tenders of his affections to me.
Affection, you may call it. You speak like a green girl unsifted in such perilous circumstance. Do you believe it? His tenders, as you call them.
I do not know, Father, what I should think.
Marry. I will teach you. Think yourself a baby, that you have taken his tenders for true pay, which are not sterling. Tend yourself more dearly, or not to crack the wind of the poor phrase by running it thus. you'll tender me a fool.
But he hath importuned me with love in honourable fashion.
A fashion you may call it. Go to, go
I give
to.
countenance to his speech with almost all the holy vows of heaven.
Aye. Springs to catch woodcocks. I do know when the blood burns how prodigal the soul lends the tongue vows. For young Hamlet, believe in him in so much as he is a man, and with a larger tether may he walk than may be given you. Do not believe his vows. I would not, in plain terms, from this time forth, have you slander any moment's leisure as to give words or tongue to the young Hamlet. Look to it, I charge you, come your ways.
Shall obey.
The air bites shrewdly.
It is a nipping and an eager air.
What hour now?
I think it lacks 12.
No, it's struck.
Indeed. I heard it not. It then draws near the season wherein the spirit held is wont to walk. Oh.
Claudius doth wait tonight and takes his rouse. Keeps with sail in the swaggering upspring reels, and as he drains his draughts of Rhenish down, the kettle drum and trumpet thus bray out the triumph of his pledge. So oft it chances in particular men that for some vicious mole of nature in them, breaking down the forts of reason, carrying the staff.
Hamlet! It comes.
Angels and ministers of grace defend us. Be thy intents. Wicked or charitable, thou comest in such a questionable shape that I will speak to thee. I'll call you Hamlet. For thou art to me.
It beckons you to go away with it, as if it's some impartment it desire to you alone.
Do not go with it.
They will not speak. Then I will follow
Do
it.
not, Hamlet.
What should be the fear? I do not set my life on a pin's fee, and for my soul, what can it do to that being a thing immortal as itself? It waves me forth again. Go on, I'll follow.
What if it tempts you toward the flood? Or to the dreadful summit of the cliff that beat us over his base into the sea, and there assume some other horrible form which might deprive your sovereignty of reason and draw you to madness? Think of it!
It waves me still. Go on, I'll follow.
You shall not go with it.
Hold off your hands.
You shall not go!
For heaven and have me, sirs. I say away. I'll make a ghost of him that lets me. Go on. I'll follow.
He waxes desperate with imagination.
Follow.
So please Gotham, the state of Denmark.
Whither wilt thou lead me? Speak, I'll go no further.
So art thou to revenge when thou shalt hear.
What?
I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain time to walk the night, and for the day confined to fast in fires, till the foul crimes done in my days of nature are burnt and purged away. But this eternal blazon must not be to ears of flesh and blood. List! If thou didst ever thy dear father love,
Oh God!
revenge his foul and most unnatural murder.
Murder?
Murder most foul, strange and unnatural.
Haste me to note that I, with wings as swift as meditation or the thoughts of love, may sweep to my revenge.
I find thee apt. 'Tis given out that sleeping within the orchard a serpent stung me. So the whole ear of Elsinore is by a forged process of my death rankly abused. But know thou, noble youth, the serpent that did sting thy father's life now takes his place.
Oh, my prophetic soul, my uncle.
An incestuous and adulterate beast, with witchcraft of his wit, and traitorous gifts, oh, wicked witted gift to have the power so to seduce. One to his shameful lust, the will of my most seeming virtuous wife. Oh, Hamlet, what a falling off was there from me, whose love was of that dignity that it went hand in hand, even with the vow I made to her in marriage, and to decline upon a wretch whose natural gifts were poor to those of mine. But soft, methinks I scent the morning air. Let me be brief. Sleeping within the orchard, upon my secure hour, thy uncle stole, with juice of cursed Hebener in a vial, and in the porches of my ear did pour the leprous distilment, whose effect holds such enmity with blood of man that it courses through the natural gates and alleys of the body. Thus was I sleeping, by a brother's hand, of life, of house, of woman, at once dispatched, no reckoning made, but sent to my account with all my imperfections on my head. Oh, horrible! Most horrible! If thou hast nature in thee, bear it not. Then let the silken comfort of my bed be a couch for luxury and damned incest. But howsoever thou pursues this act, taint not thy mind, nor let thy soul contrive against thy mother aught. Leave her to heaven, and to the thorns that in her bosom lodge to prick and sting her. Huh. Fare thee well at once. Adieu. 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 Remember me.
Oh, you host of heaven. Oh, earth, oh, fire, hold, my heart, remember me. I, thou poor ghost on memory, holds a seat in this distracted globe. Remember me. Away from the table of my memory, I'll wipe away all trivial fond records, all sorts of books, all forms, all precious past, and thy commandment, all alone shall live within the book and volume of my brain unmixed by baser matter. Yes, by heaven, oh most pernicious woman! Oh villain, villain, smiling, damned villain, my tables. Meet it as I set it down that one may smile and be a villain. At least I'm sure it may be so in Denmark. So, uncle, there you are now. To my word, it is adieu, adieu, remember me. Now I have sworn it.
Hamlet? Hamlet.
Heavens to talking.
So be it.
Hello, Hamlet.
Hello, boy. Come, bird, come.
What news, Hamlet?
Oh, wonderful.
I beseech you, tell it.
No, you will reveal it.
Not I, by heaven.
Nor I, good Hamlet.
There's never a villain dwelling in all Denmark, but he's an arrant knave.
There needs no ghost, my friend, come from the grave to tell us this.
Why, right, you are in the right. And therefore, with no more circumstance at all, I hold it fit that we shake hands and part. You, as your business and desire may point you, for every man has business and desires which has tis, and for my own poor part, I will go and pray.
These are but wild and whirling words.
I'm sorry they offend you. Heartily. Yes, say heartily.
There's no offence, good Hamlet.
Yes, by St. Patrick, but there is, Horatio. And so much offence too. Touching this vision, it was an honest ghost, that let me tell you, for your desire to know what it is between us. Oh, mask it as you may. But now, my friends, as you are, friends, scholars, soldiers, give me one poor request.
What is it? We will.
Never make known what you have seen tonight.
Of course.
We will not.
Nay, but swear it.
In faith, not I.
Nor I in faith.
Upon my knife,
You have good friend already.
indeed. Upon my sword, indeed.
Propose the oath, good Hamlet.
Never to speak of this that you have seen, swear by my knife.
Day and night, this is wondrous.
Then as a stranger give it welcome. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. But come, here as before, never, so help you mercy. How strange or odd some'er I bear myself, as I perchance shall think it meet to put an anti-disposition on, that you, at such times seeing me, never shall, with arms encumbered thus, or this head shake, or by pronouncing of some doubtful phrase such as, well, we could, or if we would, or such ambiguous givings out to know that you now ought of me this do swear. So grace and mercy at your most need help you. But come, gentlemen, let us go together. Still your fingers on your lips, I pray. The time is out of joint. Oh, cursed spite. That ever I was born to set it right. Let's go together.
Reynaldo, before you visit him, to make inquiry of his behaviour.
I did intend it.
Observe my son's inclination in yourself. Let him ply his music. Farewell. How now, Ophelia? What's the matter?
I've been so frightened.
With what in the name of God?
Sir Hamlet. His doublet all embraced, no hat upon his head, his stockings foul, gartered, down guyed to his ankle, pale as his shirt, and with a look so hideous in purport as if he'd been loosed out of hell to speak of horrors, he comes before me.
Mad for thy love.
I do not know, Father, but I truly fear it.
What said he?
He took me by the wrist and held me hard, then proceeded to the length of all mine arm, and with his other hand thus o'er his brow he took to such perusal of my face as he would draw it. Long stayed he so. Alas, a little shaking of mine arm, and thrice his head thus waving up and down, he raised his eye so hideous and profound that it did seem to shatter all his bulk and end his being. That done, he let me go. But with his head over his shoulder turned, he seemed to find his way without his eyes. For out of doors he went without their helps into their glass bended their light on me.
Come. Go with me. I will go see Claudius. This is the very ecstasy of life whose violent property fordoes itself and leads the world to desperate undertaking. I am sorry. What, have you given him any words of late?
No, as you did command, it did repel his letters and deny his access to me.
And that has made him mad. I feared he did but trifle and meant to rack thee, but beshrew my jealousy. I am sorry that with better heed and judgment I have not quoted them. Come. Go we to Claudius. This must be known which being kept close might move.
Come in. Come back. Welcome, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Moreover, that we much did long to see you, the need we have to use you did provoke our hasty sending. Something you have heard of Hamlet's transformation. So call it, if nor the exterior nor the inward man resembles what it was, what it should be, other than his father's death, which happened so far removed from the understanding of himself I cannot dream of. I entreat you both, being of so young days brought up with him, vouchsafe your rest here in our house for some time, so that by your companies to bring him on to pleasures, and gather by him whether aught to us unknown afflicts him thus, that opened lies within our remedy.
Good friends, he hath talked much of you, and sure I am, true friends there is not living to whom he more praise. If it will please you, to show us so much entry and goodwill, is to expend your time with us yet awhile. For the sublime profits of our hope, your visitation shall receive such thanks.
You may, by the extent of your reputation, put your good pleasures more into command than to entreaty.
I do agree. So we give ourselves over in full bed to lay our service freely at your feet.
Thanks,
Command it.
Rosencrantz and gentle Guildenstern.
Thanks, Guildenstern and gentle Rosencrantz, and I beseech you, is it not too much change?
Heaven make our presence and practice pleasant and helpful to you.
Thank you.
Claudius! I do think, or else this brain of mine hath not the trail of policy so sure as it hath used to do, that I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
Oh? Speak of it, that I do long to hear.
I doubt it is no other but the main, his father's death in our hasty marriage.
Well, since brevity is the soul of wit, and tediousness the limbs and outward flourishes, I shall be brief. Your noble son is mad. Mad I call it, for to define madness, what is but to be mad? But
no matter with less
Madam, I swear I use no art at all. That he is mad, 'tis true. 'Tis true, 'tis pity, and pity 'tis true, a foolish figure, but farewell it. Now so remains that we find out the cause of this effect, or rather so, the cause of this defect. I have a daughter, have while she is mine, who in her duty and obedience, mark, hath given me this. Gather and surmise. To the celestial, my soul's idol, most beautified Ophelia. That's an ill phrase, a vile phrase. Most beautified is a vile phrase, but you shall hear it thus. Where in her excellent white bosom
Hear this from Hamlet.
Madam, stay a while, I will be faithful. Thou the stars of fire, thou that the sun doth move. Doubt truth to be a liar, but never doubt I love. Thine evermore, most dear lady, whilst this machine is to him, Hamlet. This, in obedience, hath my daughter shown me, and more above hath his solicitings, as they fell out by time and means and place, all given to my ear.
But how has she received his love?
What do you think of me?
As of a man, faithful and honourable.
And what might you think if I had played the table book, or looked upon this love with idle sight? What might you think? No. I went round to work, and to my young mistress thus I did bespeak, this must not be. And then I prescription gave her, that she should lock herself from his resort, receive no messengers, admit no tokens, which done, she took the fruits of my advice. And he, repelled, a short tale to make, fell into a sadness, thence a fast, thence into a watch, thence into a weakness, thence into a lightness, and by that declension into the madness wherein now he raves, and we all mourn for.
Do you think 'tis this?
It may be, very like.
Had there been such a time, I would fain know that I have positively said 'tis true when it proved otherwise.
Not that I know, but how may we drive this purpose?
You know, sometimes he walks 4 hours together here in this garden.
So he does indeed.
At such a time, I'll lose my daughter to him. Be you and I behind the Arachne. Mark the encounter. If he loves her not, I shall find where truth is hid, though it is indeed hid within the centre.
It shall be so. Her father and myself will so bestow ourselves that, seeing unseen, we may their encounter frankly judge and gather by him as he has behaved, if it be the affliction of his love that thus he suffers for. Sweet Gertrude, leave us.
I shall obey you, and for your part, Ophelia. I do hope your good will be that happy cause of Hamlet's fathers. So shall I hope your virtue bring you good one good way.
Madam, I wish it may.
Ophelia, walk you here so please you? We will bestow ourselves, and read upon this book that shall such exercise may colour your loneliness. Come, I hear him coming, come! Withdraw!
To be, or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep no more, and by sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks of pleasure's heir to. 'Tis a consummation devout me to be wished to die. To sleep. Sleep the chance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would fathers bear? To grunt and sweat under a weary life without the dread of something after death. The undiscovered country, from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will and makes us rather bear the ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sickly dough with the pale cast of thoughts, and enterprises of great pitch and moment with disregard their currents turn awry and lose the name of action. Soft you now, the fair Ophelia, nymph.
How does your honour for this many day?
I humbly thank you. Well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I've longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
My good lord, you know right when you did. And with them of words so sweet breath composers make these things more rich. Their perfume laws take these again, for to the noble mind rich gifts wax poor, and givers prove unkind. My lord.
Are you honest?
Am I?
Are you fair?
What does this mean?
That if you be honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
Could beauty, my lord, have better commerce than with honesty?
Aye, truly. For the power of beauty would sooner transform what it is into a bawd than the force of honesty could translate what it is into his likeness. This was some time a paradox, but now the time gives it proof. I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
You should not have believed me. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I am myself indifferent, honest, but yet I could accuse me of such things that it were better my mother had not borne me. I am very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offences at my beck than I have worse to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in. What should such fellows as I do calling between earth and heaven? We are arrant knaves all. Believe none of us. Where is your father?
At home.
Let the doors be shut upon him, that he may play the fool. Nowhere but in's own house, farewell. If thou dost marry, I'll give thee this plague for thy dowry. Be thou as chaste as Isis purest snow, thou shalt not escape calumny. Or if thou wilt needs marry, marry a fool. For wise men know well enough what monsters you will make of them. To a nunnery. Go, and quickly too, farewell.
Sweet heavens, help him.
I've heard your paintings too well enough. God hath given you one face and you make yourself another. You jig and amble and you lisp. You nickname God's creatures and make your wantonness your ignorance. Go to. I'll no more on. It hath made me mad. I say we will have no more marriage. Those that are married already, all but one shall live. The rest shall keep as they are. To a nunnery. Go.
What a noble mind is your throne. The man, soldier, scholar, eyes, tongue, hands, expectancy and rose of the fair Hamlet, the glass of fashion, the mold of form, observed of all observers quite down. And I of ladies most deject and wretched that sucked the honey of his music vows now see this most noble and sovereign reason like sweet bells jangled, out of time and harsh, the unmatched form and feature of blown youth blasted with ecstasy. Woe is me. See what I've seen, see what I see.
Love. His affections do not that way tend, nor what he spake, though in that form a little was not like madness. There's something in his soul, of which his melancholy sits on brood, and I do doubt the hatch and the disclose will be of some danger.
Ophelia, you need not tell us what he said, we heard it all. Away, I beseech you, away. I'll board him presently.
Give me leave!
How does my good Hamlet?
Well, God of mercy.
Do you know me, Hamlet?
Excellent, well. You are a fishmonger.
Not I.
Then I would you were so honest a man.
Honest, Hamlet.
Aye, sir. But to be honest, this world goes is to be one man picked out of 10,000.
Yes, that's very true.
For if the sun breeds maggots and a dead dog, being a good kissing carry-on, have you a daughter?
I have, yes.
Let her not walk in the sun. Conception is a blessing, but as your daughter may conceive, friend, look to it.
How say you by that? Still harping on my daughter, yet he knew me not at first, said I was a fishmonger. He is far gone, far gone. Yet truly in my youth did I suffer much extremity for love, much like this. I'll speak to him again. What is it you read, Hamlet?
Words.
What is the matter?
Between you.
I mean the matter that you read.
Oh, slanders, sir. For the satirical rogue says here that old men have a plentiful lack of wit, together with most weak hands. both of which, though I most powerfully and potently believe, yet I hold it not honesty to have it thus set down. For yourself, sir, shall grow as old as I am, if like a crowd you could go backwards.
Will this be madness? There is method in it. Will you walk out of the air, Hamlet?
Into my grave?
Indeed. That is out of the air. How pregnant sometimes his replies are. A happiness that often madness sits on. I shall leave him. Reason and sanity cannot so prosperously be delivered of. Good Hamlet, I most humbly take my leave.
You cannot, sir, take from me anything which I will not more willingly part with all. Except my life. Except my life. Except my life.
Fare you well.
These tedious old fools.
You go seek Hamlet. There he is.
God save you, sir.
My good friends!
My most dear friends!
My excellent good friends! How dost thou Guildenstern, our ruthergrants? Good lads, how do you fellows?
As the indifferent children of the earth.
Happy in that we're not over happy. On fortune's cap, we're not to the very bottom.
Nor the soles of her shoe.
No, neither.
And you about her waist or in the middle of her favours.
Faith in her private suite.
In the secret parts of fortune, oh no, true, she is a strumpet. What news?
None, but that the world's grown honest.
Then is doomsday near, but your news is not true. Let me question more in particular. What have you, my friends, deserved at the hands of fortune that she sends you to prison hither?
Prison.
Denmark's a prison.
Then is the world one?
A goodly one, in which there are many wards, confines, and dungeons, Denmark being one of the worst.
We do not think as much.
Why then it is none to you. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. To me, it is a prison.
Why? Then ambition makes it wrong. It is too narrow for your mind.
Oh God, I could be bound in a nutshell and count myself a king of infinite space were it not that I have bad dreams. But in the beaten way of friendship, what make you at Alison?
To visit you, Hamlet, no other occasion.
Beggar that I am even poor in thanks, but I thank you. Were you not sent for? Is it your own inclining? Is this a free visitation? Come, deal justly with me. Come, nay, speak.
What should we say?
Why, anything but to the purpose. You were sent for. And there is a kind of confession in your looks which your modesties have not craft enough to colour. I know my uncle and good mother have sent for you.
To what end?
Why, that you must teach me. But let me conjure you, by the right of our fellowship, by the constancy of our youth, be even and direct with me whether you were sent for or no.
What say you?
Nay, then I have an eye of you. If you love me, hold not off.
Hamlet. We was sent for.
I will tell you why. So shall my anticipation prevent your discovery? I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgone all custom of exercises, and indeed it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame the earth seems to me a sterile promontory, and this most excellent canopy the air. Look you, this brave o'erhanging firmament, this majestical roof fretted with golden fires, why it appears to me nothing but a foul and pestilent congregation of vapours. What piece of work is a man? How noble in reason, how infinite in faculties and form and moving, how express and admirable in action, how like an angel in apprehension, how like a god. The beauty of the world, the paragon of animals, and yet what is to me this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me, nor women neither, but by your smiling you seem to say so.
There was no such stuff in our thoughts.
Why did you laugh then when I said man delights not me?
To think that you delight not in man, what Lenten entertainment the players shall receive from you. We hope to them on the way hither they are coming to receive your pleasures.
He that plays the king shall be welcome. What players are they?
Even those you were wont to take such delights in, the tragedians of the city.
How chances it they travel?
Oh, here are the players now.
Oh, gentlemen, your hands, come. You are welcome, but my uncle, father, and aunt mother are deceived.
In what, Gillett?
I am but mad north-northwest. When the wind is southerly, I know a hawk from a hand, so...
Well be with you, gentlemen.
Well, hark you, Guildenstern, and you, and each ear and hearer. That great baby that you see there is not yet out of his swaddling clout.
Happily he is the second time constant, for they say an old man is quite a child.
I will prophesy he comes to tell me of the players. Mark.
Sir, I have news to tell you.
Sir, I have news to tell you, and Ruskius was an actor.
The actors are come hither.
Upon
Upon my honour.
Then came each actor on his ass
They are the best actors in the world, either for history, tragedy, comedy, pastoral, pastoral comical, historical pastoral, tragical comical, tragical pastoral historical, scene individual, or poem unlimited.
Oh, gentlemen, you are welcome. I am glad to see thee well. Oh, master, you are welcome. We'll even do it like French falconers. Fly at anything we see. We'll have a speech straight. Come, give us a taste of your quality. Come, a passionate speech.
What speech, my good friend?
I had thee speak me a speech once, but it was never acted. Or if it was, not above once, for the play I remember, please not the million. But it was, as I received it, an excellent play. Well digested in the scenes, set down with as much modesty as cunning. One speech in it I chiefly loved was Ainsley's tale to Dido, especially when he speaks of Priam's soldier. If it live in your memory still, begin at this line. The rugged Pyrrhus, like the Arcadian. 'Tis not so. It begins with Pyrrhus.
The rugged Pyrrhus, he whose sable arms, black as his purpose, did the night resemble. When he lay couched in the ominous horse, hath now this dread and black complexion smeared with heraldry more dismal. Head to foot now is he total gules, horridly dripped with blood of mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, baked and impasted with the parching streets that lend a tyrannous and damned light to their lord's murder. With eyes like carbuncles, the hellish Pyrrhus on grandsire Priam sees.
For God, Hamlet, that was well spoken with good accent and good discretion.
And on he finds him, striking too short at Greeks. His antique sword, rebellious to his arm, lies where it falls, repugnant to command. An equal match, Pyrrhus at Priam drives! In rage strikes wide, but with the whip and wind of his fell sword, the unnerved father falls. Then Pyrrhus' sword, which was declining on the milky head of Reverend Priam, seemed, in the air, to stick. So as a painted tyrant Pyrrhus stood, and like a neutral to his will and matter, did nothing. But as we often see against some storm, a silence in the heavens. So after Pyrrhus' pause, a roused vengeance sets him newer work. And never did the Cyclops hammer fall on Mars' armour, forged for proof of time with less remorse than Pyrrhus' sword, now falls on Priam! Out! Out, thou strumpet fortune! All you gods in general sign and take away her power. Break the spokes and fellies of her wheel and bowl a round nave down the hill of heaven as lowest to the fiends.
This is too long.
He shouts to the barbers with your men. I prithee, say on. He is for a jig or a tale of bawdry or he sleeps. Say on, come to Hecuba.
Oh, well. Well, it seemed the mobile queen.
The mobile queen?
Yes, that's good. Mobile queen is good.
Run barefoot up and down, rattling the flames with distant rune. A clout upon her head, where later Diadem stood, and for a robe about her lank and all o'er teemed loins, a blanket, in the alarm of fear caught up. And if the gods themselves did see her then, when she saw Pyrrhus make mincing with his sword her husband's limbs, the instant burst of clamour that she made would have made milch the burning eyes of heaven, and passion in the gods.
Look where he hath not turned his colour and has tears in his eyes. Prithee, no more!
'Tis very well. I have thee speak out the rest of this soon. My good sir, will you see the play as well as conceit and all? For nothing. For Hecuba. What's Hecuba to him or he to her that he should weep for her? What would he do had he the motive and the cue for passion that I have? He would drown the state of tears and cleave the general ear with horrid speech. Make mad the guilty and appall the free, confound the ignorant and indeed amaze the very faculties of eyes and ears, yet I, a dull and muddy metalled rascal, peak like John of Dreams, unpregnant of my cause and can say nothing. Though not the man upon whose property and most dear life a damned defeat was made. Am I a coward? Who calls me villain? Who breaks my pain across, tweaks me by the nose, gives me the lie in the throat as deep as to the lungs, who does me this harm? Swoons I should take it. For it cannot be but I am pigeon-livered and lack gall to make oppression bitter. Oh, ere this, I should have fattened all the regions kites in this slave's awful. Oh, bloody body, villain, remorseless, treacherous, lecherous, kindness, villain! Why, what an ass am I? It is most brave that I, the son of a dear father murdered, must, like a whore, unpack my heart with words and fall a-cursing like a very drowned stallion. Fie upon it. Oh, about my brains, I have heard that guilty creatures sitting at a play have by the very cunning of the scenes been struck so to the soul that presently they have proclaimed their malefactions. For murder, though it hath no tongue, will speak with most miraculous organ. I'll have these players play something like the murder of my father before my uncle. I'll observe his looks. I'll tempt him to the quick. If he do blench, I'll know my course, for the spirit I have seen may be a devil. And the devil hath the power to assume a pleasing shape. Yea, and out of my weakness and my melancholy, as he is very potent to such spirits, abuses me to damn me. I'll have grounds more relative than this. The play's the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
Turbulent and dangerous lunacy.
He does confess he feels himself distracted, but from what cause he will by no means say.
Nor do we find him forward to be sounded, but with a crafty madness keeps aloof when we would bring him on to some confession of his true state.
Did he receive you well?
Most like a gentleman.
But with much forcing of his disposition.
Withheld of question, but a bad man's most free in his reply.
Did you assay him to any pastime?
Madam, it so fell that certain players were overwrought on the way. Evie told him, and there did seem in him a kind of joy to hear it. They are here, about the town, and as I think, have order already to fall before him this night.
It is most true, and he did beseech me to entreat you both to hear and see the matter.
With all my heart, and it doth much content me to hear him so inclined. Good gentleman, give him further edge, and drive his purpose into these delights.
We shall, thank you.
I have, in quick determination, to set it on. He shall with speed to England. Haply the seas and countries different with variable objects shall expel this something settled matter from his heart. And what think you on it?
He shall do well. Yet I do believe the origin and commencement of his grief sprung from a neglected love. Yes, do as you please. Though if you think it fit, after the play, let his mother all alone entreat him to show his grief. Let her be round with him. And I'll be hid, so please you, in the ear of all their conference. If she find him not to England sent him, or confine him where your wisdom best shall think.
It shall be so. Madness in great ones must not unwatched go.
Ow! Yes! Speak this speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it to you. Trippingly on the tongue, but if you mouth it, as many of our players do, I had at least the town crier spoke my lines. Nor do saw the air too much with your hands thus, but use all gently.
I warrant you.
Be not too tame either, but let your own discretion be your tutor. Suit the action to the word to the action, with this special observance that you owe us not the modesty of nature. For anything so overdone is from the purpose of playing, whose end, both at the first and now, was and is, as 'twere, to hold the mirror up to nature, show virtue her own feature, scorn her own image, and the very age and body of the time his form and pressure.
I hope any errors are reformed with us.
So I'll reform it altogether, and let those that play your clowns speak no more than is set down for them. Oh, how now, good sirs? Will my uncle hear this piece of work?
And your mother too, and that presently.
Bid the players make haste. Will you two help to hasten them?
Ah, yes.
Horatio? What
your service?
Horatio, thou art even as just a man as ever my conversation coped with all.
Oh, Hamlet.
They do not think I flatter. Why should the poor be flattered? Don't let the candied tongue lick absurd pomp and crook the pregnant hinges of the knee where thrift may follow fawning. Since my dear soul was mistress of her choice and could of men distinguish her election, she hath sealed thee for herself. Blessed are those whose blood and judgment are so well commended that they are not a pipe for fortune's finger to sound what stop she please. Give me that man that is not passion's slave, and I shall wear him in my heart's core, I in my heart of hearts as I do thee. Something too much of this. There is a play tonight before my uncle. One scene of it comes near the circumstance where I have told thee of my father's death. Give him needful note. If his occulted guilt does not itself unkennel in one speech, it is a damned ghost that we have seen. Observe his looks. For I mine eyes will rivet to his face, and after we will both our judgments join in censure of his seeming.
Well, if you still ought the whilst the play is playing and escape detective, I will pay the theft. How fares our cousin Hamlet?
Excellent eye of the comedian's dish. I eat the air from his crammed, you cannot feed cape and so.
I have nothing with this answer, Hamlet. These words are not mine.
No, not mine now. You played once at the university, you say?
That did I, yes, and I was accounted a very good actor.
What did you enact?
I did enact Julius Caesar. I was killed in the Capitol. Brutus killed me.
It was a brute part of him to kill, so capital to carve there. Be the players ready?
Hi, Hamlet. Come hither, my dear Hamlet. Sit by me.
No, good mother. Here's metal more attractive.
Oh, mark that.
Lady, shall I lie in your lap?
No.
I mean, my head upon your lap.
I, Hamlet.
Do you think I meant country
I
matters?
think nothing.
That's a fair thought. To lie between maids' legs.
What is?
Nothing.
You're married.
Who? I?
You.
What shall a man do but be merry? For look you how cheerfully my mother looks, and my father died within 2 hours.
Nay, 'tis twice 2 months.
So long.
Confederate season, else no creature seeing. Thou mixture rank with midnight weeds collected, with Hecate's band, thrice blasted, thrice infected. Thy natural magic and dire property, our wholesome life, usurps immediately.
He poisons him in the garden. You shall see now how the murderer gets the love of his wife.
Claudius rises.
How fares my love?
Give over the plague!
Give me some light! Away!
Light! Claudius!
Oh God, Horatio, I'll take the ghost's word for £1,000. Didst perceive?
Very well.
Upon the talk of
I
poisoning.
did very well note him.
Aha, come some music! Come the recorders!
Hamlet. How take me a word with you?
Oh, sir, a whole history.
Hamlet, your uncle, sir,
I, sir, what of him?
is in his retirement marvellous distempered.
With drink, sir.
No, sir, with choler.
Your wisdom should show itself more richer to signify this to the doctor. For me to put him to his own purgation would perhaps plunge him into more choler.
Good Hamlet, put your discourse into some frame and start not so wildly from my affair.
I tame, sir. Pronounce.
Hamlet, your mother in most great affliction of spirits hath sent me to you.
You are welcome.
Nay, this courtesy is not of the right breed. If it shall please you to make me a wholesome answer, I will do your father's commandment. If not, your pardon and my return shall be the end of my business.
Sir, I cannot.
What?
Make you a wholesome answer. My wit's diseased. But sir, any such answer as I can make you shall command, or rather, as you say, my mother. Therefore, no more but to the matter. My mother, you say?
Your behaviour had struck her into amazement and admiration.
Oh, wonderful son that can so astonish her mother.
She desires to speak with you in her closet ere you go to bed.
We shall obey, were she 10 times our mother. Have you any further trade with us?
Hamlet, you once did love me.
I do still by these pickers and stealers.
Please, what be the cause of your displeasure? You surely do bar the door against your own liberty if you deny your griefs to a friend.
Sir, I lack advancement.
How can that be?
Ah, come the recorders. Let me see, to withdraw with you. Why do you go about to recover some wind of me as if you would drive me into a toil?
Hamlet, if my duty be too bold, my love is too unmanly.
I do not well understand that. Will you play upon this pipe?
No, I cannot.
I pray you.
Believe me, I cannot.
I do beseech you.
I know no touch of it.
It is as easy as lying. Govern these advantages with your fingers and thumb. Give it breath with your mouth and it will disclose most eloquent music. Look, these are the stops.
But these I cannot command to any utterance of harmony. I have not the skill.
Why look you now what unworthy a thing you make of me? You would play upon me. You would seem to know my stops. You would sound me from my lowest note to the top of my compass, and there is most music. Excellent voice and fiddle organ, yet cannot you make it speak. Do you think I am easier to be played on than a pipe? Call me what instrument you will, though you can play me. You cannot play upon me. Oh, God bless you, sir.
Hamlet, your mother would speak with you and presently.
Do you see yonder cloud that's almost in shape of a camel?
It is by the mass and shaped like a camel indeed.
Methinks it is like a weasel.
It is backed like a weasel.
Or like a whale.
Very like a whale.
Then I will come to my mother by and by. I will come by and by.
It shall do well.
By and by is easily said. Leave me, friends. Now could I drink hot blood and do such bitter business as the days would quake to look on. Soft now to my mother. Oh heart, lose not thy nature. Let not ever the soul of Nero enter this firm bosom. Let me be cruel, not unnatural. I will speak daggers to her, but use none. My tongue and soul in this be hypocrites. How in my words will ever she be shed? To give them seals never my soul consent.
I like him not. Nor stands it safe with us to let his madness range, therefore play. He shall to England along with you both.
We will ourselves provide.
Arm you. I pray you to this speedy voyage, for we will Thetis put about his fear, which now goes too free-footed.
He is going to his mother's closet. Behind the arras I'll convey myself to hear the process. I warrant she'll tax him home. I'll call upon you ere you go to bed and tell you what I know.
Thanks, dear Polonius. Oh, my offence is rank. It stinks to heaven. It hath the primal, eldest curse upon it, a brother's murder. Pray, can I not, though inclinations be sharp as will, what if this cursed hand were thicker than itself with brother's blood? Is there not rain enough in the sweet heavens to wash it, white as snow? Whereto serves mercy but to confront the visage of offence? And what's in prayer but that twofold force? Be forestalled ere we come to fall, or pardon, being down. Then I'll look up, my fault is past. But, what form of prayer can serve my turn? Forgive me my foul murder. That cannot be, since I'm still possessed of those effects for which I did the murder, my house, my own ambition, and my wife. May one be pardoned and still retain the offence? What then? What rests? Oh, wretched state. Oh, bosom, black as death. Oh, limed soul that's struggling to be free, art more engaged. Help, angels, make essay! Bow, stubborn knees, and heart with strings of steel be soft as the sinews of a newborn babe. Or maybe well.
Now he is praying, and so I'll do it, and so he goes to heaven, and so I am revenged. That would be scant. A villain kills my father, and for that I, his sole son, do that same villain sent to heaven. This is higher in salary, not revenge. He took my father grossly, full of bread, with all his crimes full-blown, flush as May. But in our circumstance and course of thought, 'tis heavy with him. And am I then revenge to take him in the purging of his soul when he is fit and seasoned for his passage? No. When he is drunk asleep, or in his rage, or the incestuous pleasures of his bed, at game, a swearing or about to match that has no relish of salvation in it, then do trip him, that his heels may kick at heaven, and that his soul may be as damned and black as hell whereto it goes. My mother stays. This physic but prolongs thy sickly days.
My words fly up, my thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts never to heaven go.
Straight. Look, you lay home to him.
Mother, mother, mother!
Tell him that his pranks have been too broad to bear with.
Now, mother, What's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Come, you answer with an idle tongue.
Go, you question with a wicked tongue.
Why, how now, Hamlet?
What's the matter now?
Have you forgot me?
No, by the rule not so. You are a woman, your husband's brother's wife, and would it were not so, you are my mother.
Nay then, I'll set those to you that can speak.
Come and sit you down. You go not till I set you up a glass where you may see the inmost part of you.
What will I do? Thou wilt not murder me.
What?
How now? A rat.
Ah!
What hast thou done?
Nay, I know not. Is it my uncle?
What rash and bloody deed this is?
A bloody deed. Almost as bad, good mother, as kill a man and to marry with his brother.
Kill a man!
Aye, lady, it was my word. Thou wretched, rash, intruding fool, farewell. Take thy fortune. Thou findest to be too busy in some danger. Peace, leave wringing of your hands, and let me spring your heart. For so I shall, if it be made of penetrable stuff, if damned custom have not brazed it so that it be proof and bulwark against sense.
What have I done that thou darest wag thy tongue in noise so rude against
Such
me?
an act, mother, that blurs the grace and blush of modesty, calls virtue hypocrite, takes the fair rose from the forehead of an innocent love and sets a bliss to that, makes marriage vows as false as dice's own.
I mean, what act which roars so loud and thunders in the index?
Look you here, upon this picture, and on this, the counterfeit presentment of two brothers. See what a grace was seated on this brow. Hyperion's curls, the front of Jove himself. A combination and a form indeed where every god did seem to set his seal to give the world assurance of a man. This was your husband. Look you now what follows. Here is your husband, like a mildewed ear blasting his wholesome brother. Have you eyes? Could you on this fair mountain leave to feed and batten on this moor? Have you eyes? You cannot call it love, for at your age the heyday in the blood is tame. It's humble and waits upon the judgment, and what judgment would step from this? Sense, sure you have. Else could you not have motion, but sure that sense is apoplexy. What devil was't that thus hath cozened you at husband's blind? Eyes that feeling without sight, ears without hands, or eyes smelling sounds, all but a sickly part of one's true sense could not so know. Oh shame! Where is thy blush?
Speak no more. Thou turnest my very eyes into my soul, and there I see such black and grieved spots as will not leave thou things.
Nay, but to live in the rank sweat of an enseamed bed, stewed in corruption, honeying and making love over the nasty sty.
Speak no more.
A murderer and a villain, a slave not 20th part the keeper your present lord, who from the shelf the precious diadem stole and put it in his pocket.
No
a
more!
chain of shred. See me, hover over me with your wings, you heavenly gods. What would your gracious figure?
He's mad.
Do you not come your tardy son to shine? Who lapse in time and judgment, let's go by the importance of your dread command. I say!
Do not forget, this visit is but to whet thy almost blunted aptipation. But look, amazement on my mother sits. I'll step between her and her fighting soul. Speak to her, Hamlet.
How is it with you, lady?
Alas, how is't with you? For you do bend your eye on the incorporeal air and hold discourse. Forth of your eyes your spirits wildly peep. Your bedded hair like life in excrement starts up and stands on end. O gentle sun, upon the heat and flame of thy distemper, sprinkle cool patience. Whereon do you look?
On him. not that flattering unction to your soul that not your trespass, but my madness speaks. It will but skin and film the ulcerous place while rank corruption minding all within effects unseen. Confess yourself to heaven. Repent what's past and do not spread the compost on the weeds to make them ranker.
Thou hast cleft my heart in twain.
I'll throw away the worser part of it and live the purer with the other half farewell, but go not to my uncle's bed. Assume a virtue if you have it not. That monster custom who all sensed on eat of habits devil is angel yet in this. But to the use of actions fair and good he likewise gives a frock or livery that aptly is put on. Refrain tonight, and that shall lend a kind of easiness the next abstinence, the next more easy once more. Good night. I must be cruel only to be kind. This bad begins and worse remains behind. One word more, lady. What shall I do? Not this. By no means that I bid you do let the bloat king tempt you to his bed. Pinch wanton on your cheek, call you his mouse, and let him for a pair of reachy kisses or paddling in your neck with his damned fingers make you to ravel all this matter out that I essentially am not in madness, but mad in craft. 'Twere good you let him know, for who's that but a queen? Fair, sober, wise, would from a paddock, from a bat, I give such dear concernings high, who would do so?
Be thou assured, if words be made of breath and breath of life, I have no life to breathe what thou hast said to me.
I must to England, you know that.
I have forgot.
There's letters sealed, and my 2 schoolfellows whom I will trust as I will add as fangs they accompany me. Let it work. For 'tis a sport to have the engineer hoist with his own petard, and shall go hard as I will delve 1 yard below their minds and blow them at the moon. Oh, 'tis most sweet, when in one line 2 crafts directly meet. This man shall set me packing. I'll lug his guts into the neighbour room. Good night indeed. This counsellor is now most still, most secret, and most grave. Who was in life a foolish, prating knave. Come, sir, to draw towards an end with you. Good night, mother.
There's matter in these sides. Where is your son?
Bestow his place on us a little while. My Claudius, what have I seen tonight?
What? Gertrude, how does Hamlet?
Mad is the sea and wind when both contend which is the mightier. Behind the arras, hearing something stir, cries, a rat, and in his apprehension kills the unseen good old man.
No heavy deed. It had been so with us had we been there. How shall this bloody deed be answered? It will be laid to us, whose providence should have kept short, restrained, and out of haunts this mad young man. Where has he gone?
To draw apart the body he hath killed. He weeps for what he has done.
Gertrude, come away. The sun no sooner shall the mountains touch, but we will ship him hence. Ho, Guildenstern! Friends, both. Hamlet in his madness hath Polonius slain, and from his mother's closet hath he dragged the body. Go, seek him out, speak fair, and bring his body into the chapel. I pray you hasten this. Oh, Gertrude. We'll call up our wisest friends and tell them what we mean to do and what is untimely done. Oh, come away. My soul is full of discord and dismay. seek him out and to find the body. How dangerous is it that this man goes loose? He is loved by the distracted multitude who like not their judgment with their eyes. Oh now, what is before you?
For the dead bodies the stones cannot get them.
Where is he?
Without guarded to know your presence.
Bring him before me.
Ho, bring in the man!
Now, Hamlet, where is Polonius?
At supper.
Supper? Where?
Not where he eats, but where he is eaten. A certain convocation of politic worms are even at him. We fat all our creatures as to fat us, and we fat ourselves for maggots. Your fat king and your lean beggar is but variable service. 2 dishes but to 1 table. That's the end.
Alas.
A man may fish with a worm that hath fed of a king, and eat of that fish that hath fed of that worm.
What dost thou mean by this?
Nothing, but to show you how a king may go with progress through the guts of a beggar.
Where is Polonius?
In heaven. Send thither to seek, and if you find him not there, seek him in the other place yourself. But, indeed, if you find him not within this month, you shall nose him as you go up the stairs into the landing.
Go, seek him out.
He will stay till you come.
Now, Hamlet, this deed, for thine especial safety, which we do tender as we do dearly grieve, which that thou hast done, must ship thee hence with fiery quickness. Therefore prepare you. The bark is set and the wind hath held. Everything is bent for England.
For England?
Yes, Hamlet.
Good.
So is it if thou knewest our purposes.
I see a cherub that sees them. But come for England. Farewell, dear mother.
Thy loving father, Hamlet.
My mother. Father and mother is man and wife. Man and wife is one flesh. And so, mother. Come for England!
Follow him afoot. Tempt him with speed abroad. I'll have him hence tonight. Away! And England, if my love thou holds the Lord, thou mayst boldly set my process, which imports at full the present death of Hamlet. Do it, England! For like the hectic in my blood, he rages, and thou must kill me. Till thy note is done, however my haps, my joys were ne'er begun.
My sick soul, the sin's true nature is. Each toy seems prologue to some great myth, so full of artless jealousy is guilt. It spills itself, and fearing to be spilled.
Wherein lies the beauteous majesty of Denmark?
How now, Ophelia?
How should I true love know from another one? With his cockle hat and staff and his sandal shoe.
Alas, sweet lady,
Nay, say you, great Mark. He is dead and gone, lady, he is dead and gone. At his head a grasping turf, at his heels a stone.
Nay, but Ophelia.
Say you, Mark. Why the shrouds the mountain snow,
Okay.
ordered on the sweet flowers, which be wet to the ground, did not go with true love showers.
How do you, pretty lady?
What could I do? They say the owl is a baker's daughter. Lord, we know what we are, but not what we may be. God be at your table.
You see upon her father.
Nay, let us have no words of this. But when they ask you what it means, say you this. Morrow is St. Valentine's Day, all in the morning betime, and I am laid at your window to be your Valentine. Then up he rose and donned his close in depth the chamber door. Let in a maid that out a maid ne'er departed more.
Fair Ophelia.
Indeed, without an oath I'll make an end to't. By gifts and by Saint Charity, alack and sigh for shame. Young men will do it if they come to it, by God they are to blame. Quoth she, before you tumbled me, you promised me to wed. He answers, so would I have done by yonder sun, as thou hast not come to my bed.
How long has she been thus?
I hope all will be well. We must be patient. But I can't help but weep to think they would put him in the cold ground. My brother must know of it. So I thank you for your counsel. Good night, ladies, my coach. Good night, ladies. Sweet, sweet ladies. Good night.
Oh, this is the poison of deep grief. It springs all from her father's death, and now, behold. Oh, Gertrude. Gertrude, when sorrows come, they come not in single spies, but in battalions. First, her father slain. Next, your son gone, and he most vile and author of his own just removed. Thoughts and whispers with dear Polonius' death. Poor Ophelia, so divided from herself and her fair judgment, without the which we are pictures, or mere beasts. Last, and as much containing as all of these, her brother is in secret come from France. Feeds on this wonder, keeps himself in clouds, and wants not buzzards to infect his ears with pestilent speeches of his father's death, wherein necessity of matter beggared will nothing stick our name to arraign in ear and ear. Oh, my dear Gertrude, this, like a murdering peace in many places, gives me superfluous death. Oh, no, vile man! Give me my father!
That upper brother's calm proclaims me bastard!
Let him go, Gertrude! What has that caused, Laertes, that thy rebellion looks so giant-like? Tell me, Laertes, why art thou thus incensed? Let him go, Gertrude! Speak, man.
Where is my father?
But not by him.
Let him have his fill!
How came he dead? I'll not be juggled with. To hell allegiance. Vows to the blackest devil, I dare damnation. To this point I stand that both the worlds I give to negligence. Let come what comes. Only I'll be revenged most thoroughly for my father.
Who shall stop you?
My will! And not the world's. For my means I'll husband them so well they shall go far with little.
Laertes, if you wish to know the certainty of your dear father, is it writ in your revenge that swoop-stake he will draw on both friend and foe, winner and loser?
Some of his enemies.
Will you know them?
To his good friends, that's why I owe my arm.
By now you speak like a good child and a true man. That I am guiltless of your father's death, it shall, as level to your judgment, appear as day does to your eye.
Let him in, let him in!
Oh, now, what noise is that? Teacher out my brains. What brains have made? They made. Thanks since the sweet Ophelia. Oh, heavens. Is it possible that a young maid's wits be as mortal as an old man's life? Nature is fine in love, and where 'tis fine it sends some precious instance of itself after the thing it loves.
Before Laertes on the dear, hey Nani, in his grave.
Had thou thy wits and did persuade revenge, it could not move thus.
And you must sing, down and down, and you call him down now. Oh, the wheel becomes it. It's the false steward that stole the master's daughter.
Nothing's more the matter.
Rosemary, that's for you, pre-love. Remember, those pansies. That's for thoughts. This funnel for you. Oh, and columbines. Here's rue for you. Here's some for me too. We may call it herb for grace to Sundays. You must wear your rue with a difference. Here's a daisy. I'd give you violets, but they withered all when my father died. They say he made a good end. The bonny sweet is all my joy.
Thoughts and affliction, passion, hell itself she turns to favour, to prettiness.
Will he not come again? Will he not come again? No, he's dead. Go to my deathbed, he will never come again. was his poor. He is gone, and we cast away all moan. God have mercy on his soul. And all Christian souls, I pray God. Goodbye, you.
Do you see this? Oh, God.
Laertes, I must commune with your grief, or you deny me right. Go but apart. Make choice of who your wisest friends you will, and they shall hear and judge between you and me, if, by direct or collateral hand, they find me touched, all that I call mine is yours in satisfaction. But if not, are you content to lend your patience to us, and we will jointly labour with your soul to give it due content.
Let this be so. His means of death, his obscure funeral, cry to be heard, it's struck from heaven to earth that I must call it in question.
Come. It shall be so. And where the offence is, let the great axe fall. Pray you, go with me.
Madam, your son is safe arrived in Denmark. This letter I now received of him, whereas he writes how he escaped the danger and subtle treason that Claudius plotted. He found a message sent to Claudius and man in England, wherein he saw himself betrayed to death. When LSESU will relate the circumstance of all.
Then I perceive there's treason in his looks which seems to sugar o'er his villainy. But I will soothe and please him through it. The murderous minds are always jealous. But know you not, Horatio, where he is?
Yes, madam. And he hath appointed me to meet him on the east side of the city tomorrow morning.
Commend another's care to him. But bid he be wary of his presence, lest he fail in what he goes about. And know you not what became of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern?
Hamlet's being set ashore, they went for England. And in the message, there writ down that doom to be performed on them, appointed for him.
Thanks be to heaven. Once again I take my leave. 1,000 blessings to my son.
Madam, adieu.
Now, most awful friend, did you have heard, and with a knowing ear, that he which had your noble father slain to suit my life?
It well appears. But tell me, why you proceeded not against these feats? So criminal and so capital in nature, you mainly were stirred up.
For two special reasons which may, perhaps to you, appear much unseemly, but to me they're strong. Gertrude, his mother, lives almost by his looks, and for my part, my virtue or my blade, be it either which, she is so conjunctive to my life and soul that as the star moves not but in his sphere, I could not but by her. The other motive is the great love the general gender bear him, who dipping all his faults in their affections, convert his gibes to graces, so that my arrows, too slightly timbered for so loud a wind, would be reverted back to my bow again, and not what I had aimed at.
So, have I, a noble father, lost? A sister driven into desperate terms, whose worth, if praises may go back again, stood challenger on mount of all the age for her perfection. But my revenge will come!
We're not to seek for that. You must not think that we are made of stuff so flat and dull that we will let our beards be shook with danger and think it pastime. You shortly shall hear more. I loved your father.
How now? From Hamlet?
High and mighty, you should know that I am set naked on your kingdom, and wish to look upon your kingly eyes. Whereupon, first asking your pardon thereunto, I may recount the sudden and more strange occasion of my return. Hamlet. What should this mean? Will the rest come back, or is it some abuse? Is Hamlet's character naked, and here another alone? Do you devise me?
I'm lost in it. But let him come. It warms the very sickness in my heart that I shall live and tell him to his teeth, thus didst thou.
If it be so, Laertes, how should it be so? How otherwise? Will you be ruled by me?
I, sir, do not overrule me to a peace.
To thine own peace. If he be now returned, I will work him to an exploit now ripe under our device, under the which he shall not choose but fall. and for his death, no wind of blame shall breathe, but even his mother shall call it accident.
Good man, I will be ruled. Rather, if you could devise it that I might be the organ.
It shall be so. Laertes, was your father dear to you, or are you like the painting of the sorrow, a face without a heart? Not that I think you did not love your father, but what will you undertake, indeed, more than in words, to show yourself your father's
To cut
son?
his throat in a church.
No place, indeed, should murder sanctuarize. Revenge should know no bounds. But, good Laertes, will you do this? Keep close within your chamber. Hamlet returns shall know you will come back. We'll put on those shall praise your excellence and bring you in, fine, together, and put wager on your heads. He, being remiss, most generous, and free from all contriving, will not peruse our weapons, so that with ease, or a little shuffling, you may choose your weapon unabated, and with a pass of practice requite him for your father.
I'll do it. For that purpose, I'll anoint my weapon. I bought an unction of mountebank, so mortal that but dip a knife in it, where it draws blood, there is no cataplasm so rare that can save the thing from death that was but scratched. I'll touch my sword with this contagion, that if I might cool him slightly, it may be death.
Let's think further of this. If this should fail, this project should have a backup or second, which might hold if this should last and prove. So, let me see. We'll put on those shall praise your cunnings. I had it. When in your motion you are hot and dry and that he calls for drink, I'll have prepared him a chalice for our purpose, whereupon but sipping, if he by chance escape our venom stuck, our purpose may hold dare. But stay! What noise?
One woe doth tread upon another's heel, so fast they come. Your sisters drowned, Laertes.
Drown.
There is a willow, grows askant the brook that shows his hoary leaves in the glassy stream. Therewith, fantastic garlands did she make, of crowflowers, nettles, daisies, and long purples that liberal shepherds do give grosser name, but cold maids do dead men's fingers call them. There, on the pendant bow of her coronet leads, clambering to hang, an envious sliver broke, when down her weedy trophies and herself fell into the weeping brook. Her clothes spread wide, and mermaid-like a while they bow her up, which time she started chanting snatches of old tunes as one incapable of her own distress, or like a creature native and endued into the element. But long it could not be, till that the garments, heavy with their drink, pulled the poor wretch down from her melodious lay to muddy death.
Alas, then she is drowned.
Drowned. Drowned.
Too much water, hast thou, for Ophelia. Therefore I forbid my tears. When these are gone, the woman will be out. Goodbye, sir. I have a speech of fire that fain would blaze, but that this folly drowns it.
How much I had to do to calm his rage. Now fear I this will give it start again. Let's follow Gertrude.
did love me, for it was very sweet. To contract the time for mine behalf, we thought it was nothing neat.
Has this fellow no feeling of his business? He sings in grave making.
Custom hath made it the property of Evie.
'Tis even so. The hands of little employment have the daintiest sense.
An age with his stealing steps hath clawed me in his clutch, and shipped me into the land as if I had never been such.
That skull had a tongue in it and could sing once. Oh, how the knave jarred it to the ground. I'll speak to this fellow. Whose grave is this, sir?
Mine, sir. It's a clay for to be made. Such a guest as me.
Well, I think it be thine indeed, sir, for thou liest in it.
You do not lie in it, sir, therefore 'tis not yours. For my part, I do not lie in it, yet 'tis mine.
Thou dost lie in it. To be in it and say 'tis thine is for the dead, not for the quick. Therefore thou liest.
'Tis a quick lie, sir, 'twill away again from me to you.
What man dost thou dig it for?
No man, sir.
What woman then?
None, neither.
Who is to be buried in it?
One that was a woman, sir, but rest her soul, she's dead.
How absolute the knave is. How long hast thou been a grave baker?
All the days in the year, I came to it that same day. Old Hamlet, over Cape Fortinborough.
How long is that since?
Cannot you tell that? Every fool can tell that it was the very day young Hamlet was born. He that is mad and sent to England.
Oh, marry. Why was he sent to England?
Why? Because he is mad. He shall recover his wits there. If he do not, 'tis no great matter there.
Why?
'Twill not be seen in him that there the men are as mad as he.
How came he mad?
Oh, very strangely, they say.
How strangely?
Faith. Even in losing his wits.
Upon what grounds?
Why, here, in Denmark.
How long will a man lie in the earth that he rots?
If he be not rotten when he dies, he'll last you some 8 year, 9 year. Here's a man who has lying in the earth 21 years.
Whose was it?
A whoreson's mad fellow. Who do you think it was?
Nay, I know not.
Pestilence on him for a mad rogue. He poured a flagon of Rhenish on my head once. That skull, sir, is Sir Yorick's skull. Old Hamlet's jester.
This. Let me see her. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio. A fellow with infinite jest and most excellent fancy. He had borne me on his back 1,000 times, and now how abhorred in my imagination it is, my gorge rises at it. It hungers lips that I have kissed I don't know how oft. Where be your jibes now? Your gambols, your songs, your flashes of merriment that were wont to set the table on a roll. Not one now to mock your own grinning. Quite chop-fallen. Now get you to my lady Tiffany's table and tell her. Let her pay an inch thick to this favour must she come. Make her laugh at that, but soft. Soft a while, here comes my uncle and my mother. Who is this they follow and with such maimed rites? This doth betoken the corpse they follow did with desperate hand do its own life. 'Twas of some estate, capture we a while and mark.
What ceremony else?
That is Laertes. He's a very noble youth, Mark.
What ceremony else?
No obsequies which far and large as we have warranted. It should be the round unsanctified she have lodged till the last trumpet.
Must there be no more done?
No more be done.
They are in the earth. And from her fair and unpolluted flesh may violets spring. I tell thee, a ministering angel shall my sister be.
What the fair Ophelia?
Sweets to the sweet. Farewell. I had hoped thou shouldst have been my Hamlet's wife, not the street thy grave.
Oh, treble word. Full 10 times double on that cursed head whose wicked deed thy ingenious sense deprived thee of. Hold off the earth a while! Till I have held her once more in my arm. Now come! Pile your dust on the quick and the dead, till on this flat mountain you have laid.
What is he whose grief bears such an emphasis? conjures the wandering stars.
The devil take thy soul!
Thou prayest not well. I prithee take thy fingers from my throat, for I am not fiery and rash, yet have I in me something dangerous which let thy wisdom fear of the fair hand.
Point them asunder!
Hamlet,
Oh, I will fight with him upon this theme, and tell my eyelids wander around the world.
On what theme?
I love Ophelia! 40,000 brothers cannot, with all that quantity of love, make up my son. What wilt thou do for her?
Oh, he's mad!
I'll swoon! Show me what thou do! Will you weep? Will you fight? Will you fast? Will you drink up easily, ye crocodile? I'll do it! Dost thou come here to whine? To outface me with the leaping in her grave, be buried quick with her, and so will I. And if thou create of mountains, let them throw millions of acres on us. Nay, had thou mouth, I'll run as well as thou.
This is mere madness.
Look you here, sir. What is the reason that you use me thus? I loved you ever. But it is no matter. Let Hercules himself do as he may. The cat will mew and dog will have his day.
I pray thee, good Horatio, wait upon him. Ah, have some patience in our last night's speech. We'll put the matter to the present push. Sweet Gertrude, set some watch over your son. His grave shortly shall have some living monument, and now quiet shortly shall we see. Till then, patience in our proceeding be.
So much for this, sir. Now shall you see the other. You do remember all the circumstance?
Remember it, my lord.
En route to England, sir, in my heart there was a kind of fighting that would not let me sleep. My staff about me, out from my cabin groped I to find out them had my desires. rendition of Hamlet has been sat in Kai's brain for about 2 years. And with every musical addition, every movement, every monologue, every wheelbarrow, we got a little insight inside his brain. And what a fantastic place that turned out to be. Your talent and generosity is truly infectious. And you've turned like quite an eclectic group of LSE students into like a veritable theatre troupe. And a remarkable student play, I think so. Yeah, we love you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You've seen them tonight, they're incredible. I think what made it so easy for me is they're just all really good people, and it was just such a pleasure to just be in a space with them every night, because they're all really kind and open-hearted and generous, and it's just been lovely. We just hang out every night, and it's really nice. Thank you to Joe and Kat up in the tech booth. These guys made the play flow. Without them, it would be nothing, probably. So thank you to those guys.
Yeah, that's about it. I don't have much to say. Thanks for coming, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. Watching up from the top, and I really enjoyed it, so please say you enjoyed it too. And yeah, thank you.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming. Please mind the dirt and wait for the cast members outside. Do not stay in the venue. Also take any garbage you brought in. Thank you.
I like to move it. I like to move it. Happy.